Hey, this is India with Bags and Lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's go ahead and get into the fashion news for the month of December. So let's go ahead and break out with a really big news, and this is for the brand Hanifa. So I don't have a piece personally from this brand, but I know I've seen those cute asymmetric sweater dresses that Monroe Steele. So some of those fashion girlies that we also love, watch their videos, watch their Instagram accounts and all of those things, have definitely had several pieces and shown several pieces from the Hanifa collection in previous years. And so now, long awaited, Hanifa has started a bridal collection. And this is something that when I did read the article on it, which all articles will be linked down below for your reference, she was talking about how she had always wanted to do a bridal collection. So this has been something long awaited for that designer. So congratulations to her. And one of the bridal dresses is really pretty. Like I would, I definitely would like if I was getting married again, but it's too late for me now. I've been married for too long. But anyway, the nice thing about this bridal collection is the fact that she's doing classic ceremonial gowns, of course, but then also she's mixing in classic all the way to the after party. So she's going with the dress, she's going with the ceremony dress, and then the after ceremony attire. So if you get my drift, you know what I'm talking about. So all the way from A to Z, which is amazing. I think that's very neat. And I don't know if a lot of designers do that. I'm not that much, I don't follow bridal attire or anything like that too much, but I think that's a really nice concept and a great idea. I did read in that article that she was saying how she, for a long period of time, she didn't see how the brides would, one, feel comfortable or feel like it's something that they actually can purchase a piece from the collection when they see high fashion design bridal gowns, but then also seeing themselves in it, like feeling like it's at an approachable price point, as well as seeing themselves as part in that design. And that was something that she wanted to accomplish. So I think that is wonderful. The pieces look amazing. So definitely congratulations to her for her bridal collection debut. And you girls, our guys out there that are getting married, check out the dresses. Check it out. Okay, so next up, from a CNBC article, we're going to talk a little bit about Shein. So, and I'm making that face because anyway, yes. So we're going to talk about Shein. So this story that you are seeing up on the screen, Shein, it says Shein opens up about forced labor and data privacy to prepare for U.S. IPO. This is according to a CNBC article. That's the title of what the story, or yeah, that's the title of the story. So pretty much, if you have not heard, or just don't know, because I actually wasn't on YouTube, I don't think, or maybe I just wasn't watching YouTube like that when the whole like things were happening with Shein, with customers in Shein. But anyway, so it has been, everybody knows, or most people should know. If you don't know, you'll know now, that Shein is a fast fashion brand. They do pieces, fashion forward pieces at dirt cheap prices. That's what they are very well known for. Now, with those fast fashion items, there have been allegations with the company. Oh, and I'm saying allegations with the company, just to be clear, that they have been accused of having forced labor, as well as violating labor laws. In addition to stealing, they have been accused of stealing independent artists, independent designers' designs and selling it as their own at dirt cheap prices, which basically undercuts that indie artist's revenue, because you can get it for much cheaper from Shein. So that is what Shein has been blamed for. I'm not saying that that's proof, though. These are allegations. Okay, just to be clear. So with that, in that article, I also noticed that they said sources that work for the company have not publicly said that they are going for an IPO in the United States. However, the CNBC author that wrote that article is saying that there are suggestions that that's where they're headed towards. So they're trying to clean up their image, basically, so that way they can eventually get to an IPO. And it seems like sources are saying the IPO seems to be sometime in 2024, even though the company has not officially indicated anything of that nature. So let me know your thoughts on that. That'll be very interesting. And have you ever purchased a piece from Shein? I've never purchased from Shein before, but I did hear about all the debacle and all of the stuff that people were having issues with and all of that. But anyway, so I will move on. Next up is going to be lab grown diamonds. So I remember last year and even this year, I want to say there's been a lot of YouTube channels that I have watched, channels that I admire, channels that I subscribe to, and definitely Ideal has been a company that has popped up a lot. They seem to have used a lot of social media, and they have been targeting certain YouTubers, which there's no problem with it, to do collaborations and partnerships with for their lab grown diamond pieces. And they're very pretty and stunning. And I like the whole modular concept where you can build on it instead of having to buy a bunch of different pieces to make an earring set or a necklace set or a bracelet set and things like that. I think it's very economically when you can make your jewelry pieces versatile when that is not something that you traditionally think of. So also with that, we got the big houses that are jumping in on board, and that is Prada. Is going to debut a luxury Prada cut diamonds lab grown diamonds collection. So last year, Prada, which I didn't even know this part. So Prada debuted a jewelry collection, fine jewelry collection that is, in 2022 of October. So now we are full circle another year, and Prada is saying they are going to have these Prada cut is how the article defined it as. So Prada cut lab grown diamonds. So I think that's very interesting that we have the big houses now jumping into it. Also, I saw that LVMH has created they're jumping into the lab grown game as well. Let me pull up my phone really quick so I can tell you about it. Yep. So LVMH has, it says Fred unveils audacious blue, the first lab grown diamond from the Maison. So this article is from September of 2023, and they now have a lab grown diamond. So it looks like LVMH is jumping in on the high fashion jewelry, lab grown diamond train. So it'll be interesting to see how this changes the landscape moving forward of fine fashion jewelry and how it is perceived by the masses, as well as in fashion, as well as how you can see it incorporated in fashion and what that does to the prices, because usually your lab grown pieces are not quite as expensive as your natural grown diamond pieces. So we'll have to see what happens with that, and also how this changes people's minds and perceptions of lab grown diamonds. Can you guys guess what is the it color of spring? So for fall, you guys should be already aware by now, but red. Red is hot. Red is that it color. Red is the color that is going to be everywhere, right? So with that, that is our fall and winter color. So what is interesting is that we have a little bit of a switch with our spring summer it color, and that is white, which is the lack of color, which is funny. So we've gone from start bright red to now white is what they're saying is now going to be the fashion it color. So there are some fashion houses that have shown head to toe looks or feature multiple looks with this color. And so some of them, and this is not all of them, I just wanted to write down a few because some of these fashion houses are very well known for their colorful pieces. So the fact that they did all white head to toe looks or multiple looks just featuring all white is very interesting. So Parenza Schooler, Pat Bow, Christian Siriano, Tory Burch, as well as Coach and Kate Spade, just to name a few of the fashion collections that were seen for spring 2024. Wrong year. Spring 2024, and we're showing a lot of white. So let me know. I don't think it's any stretch of the imagination that like white, of course, is for spring and summer. That's where a lot of things go, but I'm interested to see how they make it, how they twist it, make it fresh, make it fun, and make it something that is going to be a color to gravitate toward by the masses, especially for folks that want to play with color. That's usually the time when people pop color out the most. And so to go for a kind of cleaner palette, a more monotone neutral color scheme is very interesting for that bright and sunny weather, especially coming from fall and winter where bright red, a bold color, has been the it color. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Fashion News, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.